I remember singing in elementary school, on the playground, and I was always recruiting other people to be in my a cappella singing group. And so I don't know if you remember the girl group Escape, but the song that was huge at that time was Understanding. And every time at recess, the repertoire never changed. It was always Understanding. And my group was going to perform Understanding every recess. And that's kind of where it started. As I got a little older and I got involved in bands and things like that, singing was put on hold, but I was always sort of missing it and just too shy to really do it outside of recess. Then when I got into high school, I was playing in the pit bands for the musicals and was interacting more with singers and seeing what they were doing and just becoming more and more excited about that. I think one of the the definite turning point was I was playing in the pit band for Bye Bye Birdie, and I got up on stage during the break and I just started singing all the numbers from Bye Bye Birdie and pretending I was whoever the leading lady was. And I didn't realize that there was a camera on me and that it was feeding into the choir room on like a television so that all the choir kids saw it happening. And I just remember being so embarrassed, but then a friend of mine that was in the choir came up and said, you know, everybody kind of stopped and watched you, and they were really impressed by what you were doing. And I think that was the kind of nudge for me to just give it a shot. I started taking voice lessons from a teacher that was giving them for free at that high school, and the next year I was in a chorus for Hello Dolly, and then the next year I got the lead role in Crazy for You. It was my senior year, and that's when I just decided, okay, I'm gonna sing. And it didn't end up being musical theater because I got rejected for all the musical theater things that I applied for, but every single classical program I applied to, I got into. So I thought, okay, I guess I'll do this until they see that I'm actually made for musical theater. But then I developed an incredible respect for that art, and I loved it, and I did feel that my voice was just kind of more naturally inclined to do that. I choose rep that I can see myself communicating well. So a text that I can really connect with, a text that I feel like I can explain to an audience, because I really like to talk a little bit before I sing anything. I like to try to make that connection with the audience first. So something that I just feel excited to sing. My goal as a performer is really to get people to love it as much as I do. It's nice that people like my voice or like how I perform. That's great, you know, because that's what you work for. But what I'm seeking is somebody to be changed, or somebody to be inspired to want to do something bigger. Or even not even inspired, just relaxed, because there's so many times that you just can't stop thinking about the world. And if I can help somebody to not think about that anymore, you know, just for an hour or so, that's great too. As a result of winning the Nats Artist Award, I get to perform a concert at Carnegie Hall, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really curious as to what it's gonna feel like. How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna not be nervous? Because I can already feel my stomach like tingling thinking about it. So that's exciting too, but it's also really scary because nerves are hard to manage. And when you have a place like Carnegie Hall, and that pressure it's a lot of pressure. But you have to learn how to manage that. So I'm excited. MSU prepared me for being a professional musician because it was here that I first saw what it really meant to piece together a career. The faculty here is unlike anything I have seen, and I mean that in a good way. I've attended some other really great schools, and they're great, but nothing compares to the way that this school embraces its students and sets an example of what it's like to be a professional musician. I'm Melissa Wimbish, and I am a graduate of MSU Denver.